Okay, so I wanted to create a video for another one of our lessons here under Module 1. When you came to this and you got to Lesson 4, you will have seen that I made a note in here that this lesson was not available because Windows Live Services is no longer available in order for you to make your blog. So therefore I wanted to take a little bit of time today to show you how to go create a blog account elsewhere so that you could go ahead and complete this assignment for credit. So what I'm going to want you to do is open up another tab, and when you do, you're just going to type in blogger.com, which you see right up here. And when you do that, it's going to prompt you to log in. Because I'm already logged in, it's not going to show that screen. But once you do that, if it's your first time to Blogger, then it's going to probably take you to this page right here that says confirm your profile. You have two options here: one, to use a Google Plus profile, or number two, to create a Blogger profile. I'm going to create a Blogger profile. It's a little more private than using a Google Plus profile, so I'm just going to click on that right there, and then it's asking me for the display name I want to use. For the purpose of this class, you are welcome to use we're probably going to mark this as a private blog, so it's just kind of up to you. You can mark it with your first initial last name, your whole name, just your first name, or you can use a pseudonym, a name that's not your own, that you've made up or something. So for me, I am just going to go ahead and try this. We'll see if it's available. Okay, it is. So once I do that, it's going to take me to this page right here. It says create your blog now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right here where it says new blog, click on that link, and it's going to open up this window right here. When it does that, it's going to ask you for a title and an address and to pick a template from down here. So basically, for the purpose of this class, it's hard sometimes to find an address that isn't already taken. So the purpose of this is for a portfolio for your web design class, for the websites that you're creating. So I'm just going to put a title up here of web design portfolio, and you're probably going to want your name, at least your first name. So I've got my title here, and then the important part's down here for the address. So like I said, it's quite possible that it may already be taken, but we can check. Whoops. Portfolio. And see, it says that blog address is not available. So we already know that we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to change it here. And I'm just going to put my initials and then LV portfolio and check to see if that's available or not. That is also not available. And see, that's the problem that you're going to run into. So I'm going to do this and put my initials LV and then web design WD portfolio. And that tells me, it has the little check mark there saying that that blog address is available. So I'll just let that be named that. Then you can choose one of these templates right here for your site. I'm just going to choose one randomly here because we're going to change it later. I don't want you using one of the default templates. I want to see that you've changed it and made some modifications to it, so we'll talk about that later. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and do that and hit create blog. It'll take it a few minutes here to create the blog, so we'll wait on that. Once that's done, you'll see it pop up here underneath your blogs, and it says your blog's been created, so you can either start posting or dismiss. So for now, I'm just going to click dismiss here because I want us to go in and change some settings on our blog. So right here under the more options drop down, you'll see several different settings that you can change. We're going to go to the settings right here, so click on that, and when you get to this, you will see it shows your blog address and everything again. You can edit this and change it, so if later you decide that's not what you wanted to name it, you can change it. You can put a description in here. This right here is what I want to focus on for right this moment, is the privacy, because this is a private, just internal blog for the school, for the class. I don't want it public for everybody unless you want to show it publicly. But you're just going to go right here to edit under privacy, add your blogs to our listings, and select no. Let the search engines find your blog, no again, and hit save changes. And so that way it doesn't show up in their list and everything, and it won't be there. And then the next important thing is right here underneath permissions. I want you to go to blog readers and edit this. I don't want it set for anybody to read it, again, unless of course you want anybody and everybody to be able to see the designs you're working on in the web design class. But basically the best choice for this right here is to put in only these readers or only blog authors. I'm going to say that I would rather you use the only these readers right here and just add in people that have permission to view it. So you're going to want to make sure that you add me in so that I can see it. So you'll click the plus add readers right here and make sure that you type in my school email address, which is lavonda.vickery@reach school. It's popping up here for me because I have it already. So it's just lavonda.vickery@reach-school.org. So make sure that that is in there so that I am able to read your blog to give you credit for it. You can add other classmates in there as well if you wanted to. You would just go to the next line and type in somebody else in the class. So you'll add those there. You can always go back and add people in later. You don't have to do it right this second. And once you've done that, you're going to hit save changes. You can also click on this choose from contacts right here if you have that contact already in your email address book, and just add them automatically from there. So then I'm going to go ahead and click save changes. And once I do that, we can go ahead and go back out of here for that. And we're going to go over here to our template for the website. And like I said, there's lots of choices in here that you can go through and look at. You're going to modify them, so you can just pick out something for now that you like or that looks like it's visually appealing to you and keep it at that. And then you'll go to layout, and this is where you would make any changes to how the position of things are on your website. So right now it's got my navigation bar up here on the top right, my title of my website. This is where my blog post will show up. It has an about me section over to the right. You can click on add gadget to add things. So if I did that, a list comes up of different things that you could just put on there if you wanted to. I'm not going to go through this right now, so if you wanted to add a search box or pictures or video in there, you could do that by going right there. So if I had made any changes, I would just hit save here or preview it to see what it looks like. Okay, so let's go over here and we'll go to a new post. So when you go to make a post on your blog, you're basically just going to title it something. So I'm just going to for now put web design. We'll just call it lesson 1 for now. And then you have two choices here. You can just type it straight on here like this, or you can go to the HTML and do like we've been doing in class with HTML and type it in that format. For this lesson, I'm just going to make it quick and just type something in here and put here is my first web design lesson. And then you can do various things here. You could put in a link to the location of the file. You could upload a video, insert a picture of the file. There's just different things you could do here. You can format this just like you normally would, change your font, change the size, all those things of that nature. We're just going to leave it normal, change the colors, bold it, all that good stuff. So then I could go over here and insert a picture, and it gives me all these choices, and I could just choose one from here. So just say that we had a website that we designed already, you know, saved, and I'll show you how to do, you know, a screenshot of that. But just for ease real quick right now, I've got, since I do design websites, I've got some that I can go over here and use just to make it quick. Alright, so let's see here. Yes, I have lots of folders on my computer. And I'm looking for a screenshot that I might have of something to use for you guys. So here, we'll just use this one right here for a website. There's lots of different choices in here, but for now we'll just use that one up there. So once I do that, it's going to show that it put the picture right here, and it has this blue box around it showing that that's the one that you're currently using. Hit add selected, and it's going to put that over here. You can click on it like this and make it smaller or larger, or extra large, or the original size. You can move it left, right, center, add a caption underneath it. I'm going to move it to the left, and let's see here, and then I'm going to move it, let's see, where would I like to put that? Let's move it to the right. I wonder if I can get it to go up here. There we go. So you can type, like if I typed a whole lot of text right here, it would go around the picture. I don't have anything typed up right now. Let's just say, for instance, I took that assignment that we did for our first lesson and pasted that in here for that Module 2, Lesson 1. I could just type that in here, and you can see how it goes around the image there. But I'm not going to leave that there because it's not pertinent to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Publish. And when I do that, it's going to put that here, and you can actually click on it to edit it if you wanted to again. You could close it. You can go over here and see underneath it, when you highlight it, it says Edit, View, Share, Delete. So I'm going to click View, and then that would show you the page and how it looks on the page right there, and then they all show up over here. The one thing I do want you to do on your page, where you don't have to worry about making a post right now, I'll show you how and when we need to do that, but I do want you to go over here and do your profile. So you should have an About Me section on your page. You can add a picture right here. It says Edit Profile, so you'll click on that, and then when you do that, you can go down here. You can have an audio clip, so if you wanted to record yourself saying hello or whatever, you could put that there. And so basically I'm just going to come down through here, and I don't want to give too much information, so I'm just going to say I'm from Oregon. I'm not going to say where I live. Work in education. And then there's some stuff right here. You can introduce yourself, talk about yourself, your interests, favorite movies, music, books, things of that, you know, nature. I want to see some of this filled in and see a little bit of information about yourself on your portfolio page. So go ahead and make sure you have that information put in there, and then click Save Profile. So do all of that, and then the next thing I need you to do after that is I want you to go back to your Blogger page right here. I didn't want to go there. My blogs. And see that here. And I want you to make sure that you send me the address for your blog. So click View Blog here. It'll give you the blog address. Copy and paste that. and give it to me so that way I can make sure I give you credit for the assignment. Thank you.